Hello, YouTube, and welcome to the season finale for the 2008 Coke Vanilla Cup Series season. And again, wrapping it up with me is Stephen Paul III.
Oh, guys, one final race. Let's make it a good one.
On the front row today will be Zach Rogers and the Rookie of the Year for 2008, Jeffrey White, going out with a bang, basically, and getting his first pole of the year. As we'll have to wait and see what he can do. Sky Commons, Chris Louvier, our two dual winners, make up row number 2 with Dylan Young, Johnny Gardner, and All Hendrick row 3. Steve Pollard, Ryan George row 4, and Smed Ozkan and Delon Abrahamian in all DEI row 5. Here's the rest of Stein Grid as I hand over to Steven for his thoughts and predictions.
So the truck race, we saw a pack race. This race, we're going to be very difficult. See how it is. But this is the first time we're running this body type cars here, and I got 30 seconds, so I got some time. Our final four today will be Henry, Tim, Randolph, Wilson, and Mary. Mary has been the best out of these guys all, like I mentioned, all week. 15 times, 8 for Wilson, 7 for Henry, and only 4 times for Randolph. So it's going to be interesting, and our final row is going to be, of course, me and then Mark George. I'll give you some more stats in the next 10 seconds.
Should mention actually that our driver's chase is the same as the owner's chase. So I'll go trackside though.
Drivers, start your engines!
Steven, you were going to finish up with something there?
Yeah, so this race is it might be seem like a little bit of pack, but they'll pull away and stuff. Jeffrey White looking for his first career win. My prediction is going to be Mary. So like I mentioned, 38 other drivers. How will they race the final four? This is the elite stuff, and it looks like entering pit road is going to be death. Can you slow down the car to actually make it? And I guess if I pick to win, I got to go with Chris Louvier. It's been a struggling season. I don't know if he's coming back or not, but he wants to end the season out on a high note. And I want to give a shout out to Jack Halleck, his only second race in South Boston he's made. So good luck to him. And
As it looks like some sort of an issue. We're hearing Keiderman thinks a wheel's already loose and they couldn't get fixed, so he's going to have to bring the car to pit lane on the pace lap.
Can we do it? You picked a fine time? Okay.
Well, I mean, the tire's not off. It's just he's reporting a problem with one of the tires. He doesn't know which one. So he's already issues for one of the Red Bull cars as we get ready to start.
Of course.
Should mention Mary Shelley, who's actually the only one of our championship 4, starting back in provisional land, trying to do what would seem to be the impossible of win this format without winning a race.
Shelley's been in the final for every time this format, and we're coming down to the green flag here.
And the Ford 400 is green.
And a trend I've been following, not this weekend, maybe just the truck series. A Final Four driver has crashed out, and it's been the Shelleys at the bottom end of the barrel. So let's see what happens.
I was gonna say, yeah, none of the Final Four actually crashed out in Hooters yesterday, but that was just a freaky ending. As Sky Commons quickly gets clear of Zach Rogers for second. And unlike what we saw in the duels, it's going to be an early battle for the race lead. Here comes Sky Commons off turn 4. As the 83 comes out of pit lane, he's already one lap down to the leaders as Commons goes for the lead. 3 wide back here with George, Louvier, Dylan Young. And meanwhile, Sky Commons wants the lead and gets the lead off turn 4. No issues with the 83 merging. 08's already gone to the bottom, so that's good news for Mary Shelley fans.
Yeah, some notice about this. Wilson finished 32nd and Randolph 21st, their only race last year. Henry's best finish at this track is 17th. Mary had a 3rd in season 1, but that let's not lie, that was a wreck fest and a half. And all the other races, she DNQ'd last year, and her best finish is 18th besides that 3rd in that wreck fest. So this has not been one of her best mile-and-a-half tracks. So you look at Chris Wilson, who had some success a mile-and-a-half at Kansas, see if he can move up to the front.
Well, it's already going to be Gardner going for second. Zach Rogers gets third away from Jeffrey White. So the pole-sitting car falling backwards here in the early going. He's already back to 5th. Under threat now from Smed Ozkan, though, in the 8.
As you see the field more spinning out with the dirty air and these bigger cars, you can't really make those moves. But as I say that, here comes Dylan not helping Johnny out.
Well, no, he is helping Johnny out by actually making a move on the 19 Meanwhile, Tim Randolph trying to take the fight to the 7.
Yeah, Randolph with the 7. Randolph's had an interesting season. He had a couple wins taken away from him and stuff. Only 4 times he's beat those 3 drivers. Can it be a 5th today?
By the way, should mention, Pollard was taking Mary Shelley as his championship pick. I was actually picking Tim Randolph. So
I've been my first one crashed out. The second one hopefully the best.
well, you're 1 for 2. I'm 0 for 2 this week.
Yeah, that's not good. And Zach Flickinger almost won yesterday, so.
As Delon Abrahamian now trying to give some rest to Henry Sanford on pressure. Meanwhile, there's Chris Wilson starting to close in on the 2 championship contenders in front of him.
His best stat consistency, like one of the races he was the best out of them. He was 15th at Belts 3 and he started like 39th. So can Chris Wilson slowly make his way up to that front and try to pass that 7?
3 wide
43.
here. Abrahamian, George, and Louvier right in front of Tim Randolph. Randolph will get a spot away from the 43 while he's at it.
For the Cups, so Rob Evans, I can't confirm, had the best finish third, but in all the Cup Series, the best Final 4 finishes was 5th by Washer. Nobody has finished 13th or better.
And that was
so
at Dega.
Yeah, that's painful. But can't somebody break that trend? Looks like it's like a cat and mouse game. You got to get to that up to that bumper and get enough draft to get to the pass.
Interesting note, Ethan Carterman, despite the pace lap thing, is actually caught up to the back of the field now.
Well, look, I wonder if he just ran the fastest lap of the race. Look at the lap time.
The second quickest.
Fastest.
The 7 was the fastest lap of the race, so.
Yeah, it's
Sanford,
out here.
though, is on the outside of the 13 going down the front straightaway. He's not going to be clear into turn number 1, so he's going to lose a spot to at least Time Pollard, maybe even Delon Abrahamian when all is said and done.
Time Pollard finished 4th in his only start at Homestead, so 4.0 average finish. One of the best in the field, I'm pretty sure.
Probably, but because of the lack of volume, doesn't exactly lead to the best chance of success.
And talking about a car with success, the Delon Abrahamian finished 3rd last year in the Roush 6. I think the Roush 6 is right behind him, a couple rows back. So.
A couple spots back. Well, no, way farther back, actually. Matt Duncan running 22nd in that Roush 6.
And with Zach Rogers in 3rd, he's trying to continue the Dodge dominance here. Well, actually, if the Sky Collins was going to be 4th, Chevy and Toyota can't get a grip of this race.
Well, Toyota's only run here 2 times? It's only the second time, I think?
Yeah, second time.
As now Dylan Young under threat now from Jeffrey White. So Jeffrey White just took a couple laps to get the tires going. Meanwhile, Tim Randolph has passed the 7 of Henry Sanford for that top spot among the 4.
Yeah, here comes Wilson, too.
Wilson takes a peek at Anderson. He's there.
Now, this will also be the first time. If Merrick can win this, should be the first time win it in format. The driver win with no wins win the title. Chris Washer had 1 win, I believe, at Thornton in his championship season.
Well, and she's also looking to be the first driver to win a title in both chase formats that we've done.
Yes,
so
and
far,
the first repeat
So far we've had, first repeat champion too.
Henry is going to dump the 82 off the corner. Oh my
Well,
God.
if he's not careful. Yeah, Duncan taking a peek at the 60. As meanwhile, almost 3 wide here. And Dylan Young trying to protect his Hendrick teammate in front of the 19 by trying to somehow find a way around Zach Rogers.
Yeah, Dylan's been at 3 top 5 at this track. He's really one of his best tracks, so not surprised to see him up here.
Just hasn't been able to really put together a full season effort to be amongst the challengers when we get to Homestead.
Yeah, let me get the I have the
As Rogers looking for 2nd now on Gardner once again.
Yeah, top 4 pulling away. This is it's all about strategy. When you make the move, this is kind of strategic
There we
racing.
go. Rogers tries to go for 2nd. But that outside line just a little bit better through 3 and 4. And Gardner's going to have him clear coming off turn 4.
There he goes.
And a battle amongst our chasers there for a moment. Wilson took a peek, but it's going to cost him a spot as he tried to pass the 7, couldn't do so, and Anderson takes advantage.
Yeah, so Dylan's finished 5th, 8th, and let me see where he finished last season here. I believe he finished second. He finished second, so 5th, 8th, and the second. That's pretty good stats for this race.
Meanwhile, Isaac Flickinger just made an overtake on the inside line through 3 and 4. He got past Ozcon, now attacking Jeffrey White for the 5th position. Meanwhile, here comes Dylan Young inside of Zach Rogers for 3rd.
Yeah, Isaac, who had a dismal 42 last place finishes, did not get to the final 4. Here goes 19.
Rogers took another peek at Johnny Gardner and is still going to be there as they come off turn 4. Dylan Young's peeking 3 wide as they go down the front straightaway.
Some important notes here. The 38th, the last win was at Season 4 at Richmond, and Commons' last win was Season 5 at Cleveland last year. So it's been a little bit of drought for both of them. 3 wide back
Time
here.
Pollard up the middle. That's Jeffrey White on the outside. Smed Ozcon on the inside.
Smed has never won in this series before in the 8 car. Came close second 3 times. It's 3 wide. That's not going to work.
Well, it's working for now at least. Randolph stuck on the outside of that. William Duncan takes advantage, and that opens the door for Henry Sanford. Sanford now back to the top driver of the Final 4.
Yeah, it just looks like, well, I mean, I kind of like it. At least it's not a wreck fest like we had. Last year we only had 30 cars finished. We had some monster plows in there, so it's kind of good to see this.
Sanford trying to use that outside line to get alongside Duncan. Can he use it? It's going to be close.
Isaac peeking.
Meanwhile, Isaac Flickinger going for a spot on Johnny Gardner.
Whoa,
Rogers and Dylan Young both got by. And Ebrahimian's going to try and follow through as well.
60 almost in the fence back there.
A little bit not, at least.
He was way high.
Ebrahimian to the inside. He's going to be able to clear Gardner. Trying to take a peek at Isaac Flickinger as well, but thinks better of it.
Yeah. And here comes Time and Steve Pollard behind here. Steve had a 7th here in Season 1, I believe, so not a bad track for Steve.
Yep. As nearly 3 wide, Henry Sanford on the outside of Smed Ozcon as they go into turn number 3. Wilson takes a dive at Chris Louvier.
Well, he sees the 60 up the head of the road there, so he got it. Where is the 60? Oh,
no,
right
the
behind
60's
him
behind him, actually. But it's Sanford using the outside line to get by the 8 of Smed Ozcon. Moves Sanford up into the top 10 now.
I believe Henry won the last mile and a half at Kansas, if I'm not mistaken.
I do believe you are right. I don't have the thing open anymore. Dang. Sanford taking a peek at Jeffrey White now. And he's going to be still alongside as they come off turn 4. Wilson's 3 wide with Louvier and Anderson. Sanford trying to keep a nose in as they go into turn 1. Sticks it back in there as they come off turn 2.
Yeah, seriously. And yeah,
a little bit of frame issues. Great.
I can still hear you. Yeah, Henry's actually won the last 2 mile and a half races.
As Sanford clears off turn 4. Dylan Young, meanwhile, has grabbed the race lead away from Sky Commons.
Yeah, Henry has won the last 2 mile and a half, so that's, like I mentioned, it's going to bode well for him. Here comes the numerology here.
As Isaac Flickinger, Delon Ebrahimian trying to move their way up to the front. Now Ebrahimian makes the move on Isaac, looking for 3rd.
Yep, trying. He's never won before, too. About 52 starts. Been the bridesmaid a lot. Hasn't got the groom.
Always the bridesmaid, never the bride is the way that phrase
Charles
goes.
always corrects me on that one. Steve Pollard has had a miserable season trying to come up here. Time Pollard, the Irwindale winner, and Zach Rogers, 2 wins early this season. I think he might have got a 3rd. I could be wrong.
2. Wait. Just a 2-time winner.
Yeah, the Coca-Cola and the Coke 600, so I guess it's not Coke sponsored. He's not winning.
As Sanford's going to take a dive to the inside of Time Pollard. Gotta think about who you're racing, Time.
It's more on Henry. He made a late move there.
That was close.
Yeah, that's more on Henry. He made a charge, but he got to go. Got to get that mile and a half win.
As Sanford continues to charge his way up through the field, now up to 8th. And speaking of late moves, Ebrahimian was almost off the corner before he made a move on Johnny Gardner.
Seriously. He's gonna tuck back in right there. The Club Cadet DEI #1. This is actually the last. Next year DEI is gonna be Earnhardt Ganassi, if I remember correctly.
There's a rumor going around that DEI might have to be merging with the team.
Here comes Flickinger, who ran this race on Friday, so that's gonna help him with some knowledge.
Well, I mean, he's run. Yeah, he's only in 2 of the series. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Sky Commons ran yesterday, but he DNQ'd the truck race, so didn't get many laps. Here he goes.
As Gardner takes a peek now at Isaac Flickinger, that's another driver who's been in all 3 series. Amazingly enough, the top 4 all did double duty, as Sky Commons is going to be the first one to pit.
We're already 27 laps in. Holy crap.
That means it's going to be a 2-stop, I think.
Yeah, yes it will be. We have no direction yet.
Sanford takes a peek. There's Tim Randolph's going to do the early pit. I saw that red 60 coming in.
Well, the guys have been able to pit more than the Hooters guys.
So Louvier, Randolph, Ryan George, and Amy Shelley, the first drivers to pit. Dylan Young's going to pit this time around. Abrahamian will stay out to try and lead a lap.
And
Brett Moma also is going to stay out.
Dylan Young misses it.
Dylan's going wide. That's going to allow Isaac Flickinger to catch up a little bit on pit entry.
If he wasn't speeding, I don't know what speeding is.
As Pollard, Sanford.
Holy cars. It looks like we're under yellow.
It's going to be easier to almost say who didn't pit this time. Mary Shelley also on pit lane.
Gotta watch out. We saw yesterday,
So it's Abrahamian, Moma, Rowe, Fitzwater, Keiderman, and Qualls that stayed out.
Keiderman's up to 5th.
Oh,
Jesus.
Gosh. And Fitzwater actually gains a spot on pit entry.
I'm surprised.
That was close with the 84.
No, the Red Bull cars.
Oh my God! And they can't figure out who's going where.
Thanks for costing me time.
As there's Sky Commons, Randolph passes someone in the back.
Massively for the 38.
Well, among those who pit on his lap, there's Isaac Flickinger. There's Dylan Young.
Got it. Never mind.
So it looks like Dylan Young should cycle back to the lead.
Yes.
We'll see where it... And the good news is we at least got through an entire pit cycle without a caution.
Don't jinx it.
Well, I mean, this was the last group of cars pitting.
Well, we haven't had the phantom caution yet, so...
As Dylan Young does indeed go back to the race lead, we will update this as we go. Sky Commons is in 2nd. It will be Isaac Flickinger 3rd. Gardner is in 4th, and Henry Sanford is up to 5th, looking for that 4th spot on the 25.
Trying to get his 3rd straight mile-and-a-half win.
What would be his 5th win on the season, what would be a series best 5th win on the season.
Yeah, breaking a record with Steve Pollard. I believe Alan Derrickson also won 4 races.
Might have. Jeffrey White is in 6th. Tim Randolph's up to 7th. Louvier is battling for 8th with Abrahamian. Amy Shelley rounds out the top 10. It's Time Pollard in 11th. Steve Pollard, Brett Moma, James Qualls, Ryan George, Samet Ozkan, Zachary Fitzwater, Jonathan Zorline, Jack James, and Alexander Rowe the top 20. With Max Anderson, Seth Cole, Ethan Keiderman, Zach Rogers, Chris Wilson, Mary Shelley, William Flickinger, Mark George, William Duncan, Raphael Leduc, and Jessica Shelton, the top 30. Cole Deaver, Austin LaPlante, Jesse Turner, last week's winner in 33rd with Peter Onjak, Matt Duncan, Jack Halleck, Henry Williams, JT Bryant, Pretty Shaw, Logan York, Stephen Paul III, our lead lap cars. Keiderman back 1 lap down in 42nd.
Yeah,
so actually, I shouldn't have said Keiderman what I did.
Well, Keiderman was 5th on the racetrack when he was pitting. 8th place.
Sanford did get by Johnny Gardner for the 4th spot. Sky Commons is trying to close the gap up for the race lead. But meanwhile, Amy Shelley's going for the 9th spot on Louvier. Time Pollard wants 10th, or sorry, that's for 8th. Time Pollard wants 10th away from the 1. He'll get it. And up front. Okay, we'll keep the battle, looking at the battle for 3rd.
Yeah, Henry finished 8th at Vegas and I think it was 12th at Charlotte. So he's last 4 mile and a half has been really good here.
Well, this one obviously a different mile and a half, as Sky Commons has caught race leader Dylan Young.
Yeah, battle of the veterans here for season 2.
Well, actually, both of these guys. Well, yeah, because Dylan Young's rookie year was season 2.
Yeah, Isaac trying to avenge his championship loss, but it looks like he's on the threat.
As we're hearing reports that a Roush car has issues. That's not a Roush car. Matt Duncan has blown the motor, so no repeat of last year for the Roush Racing 6.
Yeah, no third place, the third last year, so no repeat of that. Here we go, battle up here though, pulled away from the back.
Well, looks like
16.
actually the best battle is going to be the 16. Jeffrey White wants to get fifth spot away from Johnny Gardner's
Look who's
taking a
creeping
peek.
though.
Huh?
Look who's creeping back there.
Tim Randolph is closing the gap ever so slightly. Gardner now closing the gap on the 7.
Yeah, Robbie Gordon versus No Fear, just like we predicted all season.
Meanwhile, Ebrahimian got backed by Steve Pollard.
Where's Mary? Mary's been a non-factor.
Well, so she was back in 25th.
Oh, she's moving up though.
Slowly.
Yeah.
As Sky Commons has caught up a little bit. Not really all enough though.
Yeah, Dirty Air just stuck behind the car behind him like we have think, but here comes the 60s coming.
Jeffrey
the 16
White trying to take a peek. There is a battle for position back here though. Time Pollard trying to claim 8th spot back away from the 78.
So just a note right here. The 16 is technically a teammate to the 60 with the Roush Alliance, so that could play a factor for Tim Randolph right there. We saw our team owners at Talladega help Chris Washer win the championship. Well, I'm not wrong. Go watch the footage.
As here comes
screw the team
Randolph
orders.
trying to take a look at the 16. That would be for 6th.
Yeah, so talk about team owners screwed out the window. Here they come. They got two
Meanwhile,
Dodges.
Sanford closing the gap back on Isaac Flickinger. Someone probably told him 60 is coming. Time Pollard clears for the 8th spot. Battle for 10th between Steve Pollard, Chris Louvier, and Delon Ebrahimian. Here comes Brett Moma up into that battle, though, as well as Ryan George in 49.
Yeah, Hall of Fame's getting rumored to sold to Yates, but they're doing a great resurgence at the end of the season. Here comes Steve right here trying to avenge Red Bull. Red Bull will be using just 2 cars next year.
Yeah, so the idea there, 3 cars didn't quite work out for them full time, so they want to cut back the effort a little bit. Jeffrey White going to try and open the door for Randolph. He gets underneath the 25. Now he's attacking the 7. Here comes the 60.
That's the team owners I talked about. 16 trying to help the 60 right here.
Jeffrey White trying to take the 5th spot or the 4th spot away from Henry Sanford. Now Randolph wants to get 5th spot away. This is the battle for the top spot of the championship 4.
Yep, and the 60, I mean, they've been running good. Did they make the playoffs last year? I don't remember.
They did not, but I think they did go to victory lane. Now White gets by Isaac Flickinger for 3rd. Randolph's also going to follow, and now Sanford gets back in front of the 25, tries to go underneath the 2 as well.
So the 60 didn't make. Troy King made the playoffs and made it to the round of 12 and 10-6. The team's best finish was 3rd last year. And they had a couple wins taken away at Road America, Sonoma, one at Indy. But man, here comes that 60. You know what's the funny part? Only 4 times, like I mentioned, out of 35 races, he was the best out of Henry, Wilson, and Mary. And now he's leading the damn thing.
Well, but it's not over yet, as now Randolph wants 3rd spot away from Jeffrey White. But Sanford still all over the back bumper. That's 60.
Looks like they're all trying to pack up to catch the front. Well, they're actually losing time packing up.
Well, and now Isaac Flickinger makes it 3 wide for 4th.
That is not going to be happy with Dodge right there. Oh, my God.
As Gardner gets by, they're still battling for 3rd between Randolph and Jeffrey White.
I think the 16's radio is get the hell out of the way.
Well, now Time Pollard's caught up to this battle. And there's a battle for the lead.
Here comes Sky. Oh, Sky.
Oh, Dylan Young cut him off. Sky Common's still there, though, as he puts the nose back in off turn 2.
Dylan Young, he took the air off that nose. Can he
Mary
make it
Shelley
four?
has passed Chris Wilson for 24th.
They got the battle up there. We got the battle of the top 5. They need a caution if they're going to be any more competitive. Just can't get it done. Need some
Dylan
more
Young
help.
gets the move off turn 4, stays in front. They get
Well, we
single
have to
file a
block
little
traffic.
bit again back here.
That's going to help them gain just a
They
10.
did gain
not
a
nothing.
10th because of the battling.
But the thing is, will they catch lap? Well, you don't have any damaged cars, obviously, but will they catch lap traffic?
Well, you figure that they would eventually. The best possible pack that they would catch would be these guys. They're running 28 ones, and so are the leaders. So,
Yeah, they might not catch it because that could, like we started
well,
earlier,
actually,
that
these
could
guys
come
just
an
gained a 10th on them.
issue. Look at that lap I call it 28 flat.
28 even to Dylan Young's 28.02.
Here he comes, he's there.
Meanwhile, Time Pollard is flying. He's now gone past Isaac Flickinger. He wants 5th spot away from Gardner.
Tires do mean something at the end of the run. Oh my god, well.
Oh,
nothing
Gardner
happened.
chopped him off, though. Not going to deter Time Pollard's move.
How about Tim Randolph, though?
As the lead stayed the same from first to third.
Tim Randolph, 6 top 5, 7 top 10s this year. 1 DNF, that's what helped him get to this Final 4.
As Isaac Flickinger now trying to get the spot back away from the 25. Sanford looking on, trying to just cool the tires off a little bit, I would say.
We've had no repeat champions. I don't think we've had any repeat teams win the championship either.
Well, depends on if you're talking about are you talking about the owners?
Driver.
Because I was going to say, RCR's won 3 owners title.
Yeah, well, the driver's side, I think it was, the first one, we'll talk about that
As
another time.
Time Pollard looking for 4th now on Tim Randolph.
I think Meacham, Shelley, Washer,
Well, because they won
and,
they won
Mark
the owners
George.
title season 1 with the 30. Then they won season 2 with the 31, and then they won the owners title season 4 with the 29.
Yeah.
As
So
Randolph
6
back
get
to
past.
5th, Sanford gonna grab the 8th spot back away from Amy Shelley. Tried to push the 2 to the inside of the 25 and will do so.
Yeah, trying to get their Dodge telling get on that bumper.
Mary Shelley's up to 21st now, so she's coming up to the towards the front.
And look, she got a gaggle of cars. She can get there. I mean, there's
Well,
like
she's on the
16
outside. Oh, Keidemann nearly. Holy crap, that was close.
Oh, it's gonna be more close right here.
Well, so there's the 08 trying to get
coming.
back up to the top 20 at the very least.
She's gonna have a chance. Depends. Do you take 2 tires here? You gotta do something.
Do you go fuel? Well, do you go fuel only? Do you just not? Do you try to not pit?
You're gonna have to get some.
Time
fuel.
Pollard's
Good.
gone to 3rd.
Here we go.
Now Randolph wants 4th spot back.
You're right. He's absolutely flying. Sky Common needs a drafting partner to pass the 24.
Well, now Randolph trying to get by Jeffrey White. Not going to be able to do so off turn 4. Pollard gapping this battle for 4th as Sanford looks on, trying to find a way now around the 25.
2 out of the 5 Hendrick cars have won this year. The 24 is not. The last time the 24 won was Riverside last year. So it's been a bit of a minute since the 24 went to victory lane.
Well, and it was with Dylan Young the last time that they went to victory lane, so.
They've went to victory lane 4 times, 2 with Chris Louie. I know one of them was at Pocono, and I know, Charles, you wanted a very boring, race at Michigan on season 1.
As looking back here, Chris Wilson starting to move his way up through the field on this pack. Mary is now up into the top 20. She's back up to 19th.
She needs more laps. That's what she needs. And this is where people will start pitting because this is like lap 27.
Jack James is up to 10th. He's leading this pack.
That beautiful front Lorenzen paint scheme cannot get enough time.
As Mary Shelley now trying to
She's
pass
kinda using
the
Keidemann.
5. She's following Keidemann, which actually isn't a terrible idea. Keidemann has a quick car, just got stuck a lot down because of the tire issue that they had on the pace start. So.
And now she clears Fitzwater. I mean, she's gonna. So how many seconds is she back? So 4 seconds.
So currently, the last time by was 9.7.
She's 5 seconds back. Somebody's pitting.
That is Tim Randolph. He's going to be the first to pit.
Ooh, that's interesting. What does he do, though?
So what is the call for Tim Randolph with 11 laps to go here at Homestead?
All the call is don't be Denny Hamlin.
They're going to take tires at least.
2 tires. And long stop.
It is just right side. Sanford doesn't pit, but Sky Commons, Jeffrey White do, as does Amy Shelley.
Yeah, now there's no way anybody's making it 10 more laps, so.
Well, we'll see.
No way in hell.
As Louvier also, I don't know what I was going to go for there. Deaver is what I was meaning. JT Bryant pits. Dylan Young is pitting. So too is Time Pollard. Alexander Rowe will stay out an extra lap,
pitting.
but Sanford does pit and tries to pass Flickinger on pit entry.
I hope he hit the commitment line. If he didn't, that's a black flag.
Well, they get back single file on pit lane.
Oh no.
That was close with Henry Williams.
Henry got held up, able to get in the pit stop. Let's see if he got a 30-second penalty.
Well, they're going to take right sides on the 7.
Oh, wait. I want to see if he got to get a penalty. So, no penalty.
Nope.
Okay.
Mary Shelley's coming in. She's going to be able to pass Qualls on pit entry.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I thought it was going to be a penalty. Oh, first stall, 2. Nice pass.
So yeah, she's going to take 2 tires. Did the 22 already pit? Yeah, he did.
Yes.
So.
What is the championship going to look like? This has been a really good race.
Well, the 60's going to beat the 7 out for the time being. There's Keiderman coming in. And it is Dylan Young out to a monstrous lead over the 38 of Sky Commons. But not yet the leader officially.
You're 2 out of gas.
No, he's coming off. He was coming off the pits.
24 might catch the 18 though.
He might. I think it was 2 tires for everyone.
Yeah, that seems like a call. Rowe is currently the leader, point in timing score.
Currently. That's because he was on pit lane. And it is indeed Dylan Young over Sky Commons by 3 seconds. It is Tim Randolph in 3rd, 5 seconds back. Time Pollard is 4th. Jeffrey White 5th. Amy Shelley 6th. Now here's going to be the key. He pit almost 2 laps ahead of the 7. Gardner is 7th. Henry Sanford is 8th. Jack James 9th. Isaac Flickinger back to 10th. Mary Shelley up to 12th through the pitch strategy.
Did she only take 2? Yeah, she has.
Everyone took 2. Ryan George under attack from Zorline for 13th. Anderson runs in 15th. We're looking for the other title contenders. Mark George rounds out the top 20. Ozcon, Flickinger, Duncan, Momo. There's Chris Wilson in 25th.
Oof.
So his title hopes look to be done. LeDuc rounds out the top 30.
They need a caution.
Jack Halleck's back here. Shaw and the top 40 are on the lead lap. Matt Duncan, the header, ending his night. Time Pollard now catching the 60 once again. This is the bell for 3rd.
Now, if they had more laps, I think the 08 would have got up here just too far back. Oh my God, Time Pollard.
Pollard tried to look for a move, but Randolph blocked it.
Yeah, Randolph's driving the wheels off that car.
Isaac Flickinger trying to catch the 28.
How far back is Mary? So the 60 is 4 seconds back. Mary would be 11.
So Mary is 8 seconds back of the leader.
4 seconds.
Meaning she's basically 4 seconds back of this. Gardner took a peek at White.
Henry's losing time.
Well, Henry trying to hang on. We'll see what he can do.
Tim Randolph, man, rookie last season. No wins coming in here. We mentioned Road America.
Dylan Young is gapping the second place car of Sky Commons.
We mentioned Randolph. He had Road America. He got taken out by the 87 on Pit X. Jess just wiped him out as a lap car at Sonoma. Only 6 top 5s. Has not been the most pleased. Has wrecked Max Anderson 3 times at 3 unit, for God's sake. And, I mean, this is amazing. This is why this format is not the greatest. But Tim Randolph is taking full advantage of it.
As Time Pollard trying to get a run. Gardner gets a run on the 13.
And
3 laps to go here at Homestead. Gardner's going to get a run on the 60.
I would be very careful. I mean,
So
the 60
Gardner's
moves a lot.
going to make the move on Randolph.
Oh, Gardner, that's not going to be a popular move.
Well, is it going to mean anything in the grand
Todd
scheme
Paul's
of
gonna
things?
make a less-
Randolph gets a run off turn 4.
Time Paul going to try to help him. Oh, well, I don't know what they're doing. Mary just passing somebody back there. She's in the top 10, I
Well,
think.
Gardner going to take a peek at it again through 1 and 2.
Oh, Gardner, be careful.
Jeffrey White now goes to the inside of the 13.
Mary is only 3 seconds behind.
And
she needs
Shelley,
a couple
yeah,
laps.
Mary Shelley's into 10th. She's past the
She needs a couple
28.
laps. Oh,
Gardner's
this is gonna be
there
interesting.
off turn 4. As
White
they
flag.
see the white flag. 1 lap to go at Homestead.
Mary is hoping crash him.
Here
Oh,
comes
Henry
Henry Sanford.
This is going to be good now. Oh my God.
Time
60 up,
Pollard's
back
going to make
up.
a move on the 60 as well.
Whoa, don't crash. Oh, it's going to be side by side to the left, 3 wide. 60 up
The
top.
60's up the track.
Who wins the title?
Dylan Young wins the race, but off turn 4,
Boy,
it will
Tim
be
Randolph.
Tim Randolph who wins the 2008 Coke Vanilla Cup Series title.
He hung on. Oh my God, Tim Randolph was crap shit and bricks right there.
And if it was just maybe one more lap.
And Mary Shelley came 2 seconds behind him. Oh, she was coming so fast. 2 seconds she lost the title by. Oh my
So
God, that was
Dylan
almost
Young
Dylan Young's.
wins the Ford
Wow.
400, Chevy's first win at Homestead.
Dylan Young, that is his, where is he on this sheet? That's his 4th career win. New Hampshire, Atlanta, Riverside, and now Homestead. 2nd and 1st the last 2 years here. Man, he's going to be hard to beat next year.
As the top 10 here today, Dylan Young, Sky Commons, Johnny Gardner, Tim Randolph, Jeffrey White, Time Pollard, Henry Sanford, Amy Shelley, Isaac Flickinger, and Mary Shelley rounding out the top 10. Jack James ended up 12th after he came off pit lane in 9th. Steven, your final thoughts on this one?
Well, only positive for Mary. She did not continue the trend of being the last out of the final 4 between her and Amy. So there you go. Dylan Young gets Henrik 3 out of the 5-car win. We all knew the 48 was the win, and Seth had a struggling season. Sky Commons 2nd, getting so close. Not sure what his plans next year are going to be, but good job for the Yates 38 as they're going to be down. The 38 will not be running next year now, so Yates will go to the 28-98. So it'll be weird not to see the 38. Gardner 3rd place, great run for the Hendrick today, actually for that. Randolph, our champion, great job for No Fear. Came in 06, made the round of 12. I think they won Pig Stadium with Troy. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. Then they won this year at Indy. Had a lot of bad luck. Jeffrey White, top 5. Do you think, is he the Rookie of the Year?
Jeffrey White won Rookie of the Year. Yeah.
Yeah.
He had that locked up last week, actually.
The Jermaine 13 will be a fight between Seth and Paul Swanson in the future years. Henry came so close, just did not have the car. He gets 4 straight top 10s at mile and a half, but he wanted the championship. Once again, for the 2nd year in a row, the guy with the most wins does not win the championship. Amy 8th, good job for the Furniture Row team as they'll downgrade to 1 car. Mary came 3 seconds, actually, no, I'm sorry, 2 seconds behind right here. So we look at the bottom of the grid, some of the people who fell back. Chris Wilson, Keiderman had a good car, it could have been up there. Jack Halleck, 37th, ends his season with 7 starts. That's a tough break for him. LeDuc, 30th. I want to thank Charles this season. I love doing this. This is like a pastime of mine. I can't wait for 09. Hopefully we get this full 68-car field. Can't wait to do D&Q races. More going through schemes and season next year. This is going to be season 7 next year. I don't know how. We're probably going to be doing this till I die. So we'll see what happens. Can't wait to see. There's some announcements about the season 1 champion too. So I can't wait to hear about that. We're going to be at Daytona. I'm pretty sure all 4 of us we're going to be back. I think I'm running. I'm not. I don't know what I'm running. I can't spoil anything. But it was a great season. Congrats to Tim Randolph on the championship. I've been recording for 7 straight hours, so I can't wait to see some points and go take a nap. So I hope you guys like the premiere chat. If you don't leave a comment, there's something wrong with you. And get more involved in the series because Charles is right. You need to watch this. Screw the rest of them.
With that said, well, I guess I don't need to do the whole thank you for watching, but I will anyway. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't today for more gaming and race related content, as well as for the upcoming sign-up videos at some point. in the
All
next.
68 must go.
That's gonna be hell when we get to Daytona.
Yes, it is. But we're gonna deal with it.
Just, I'm being honest. It'll end up being a little over an hour video if all 68 go for qualifying.
Like
But
last year.
I'm just gonna say this: it'll be about 3 hours worth of just getting it all put together, at least.
3 hours.
And that's not including the editing.
Yeah, it would be us sitting here for 3 hours again. Oh, actually 7 hours. Excuse me.
No, it'll be about 3 for just the running. But
Hey, we got Rick Ware next year at least.
yes, actually we do. Thanks to a submission. Yeah. With that said, though, congrats to Dylan Young on grabbing the final victory for 2008 among any of the series. With that said, just thank you to everyone who has watched, who has subscribed, all that good stuff. It makes it a little bit easier to try and put the stuff out. Some low ball moments in terms of the premiere chats and like viewership, but hey, you know what, we made it at least. Hopefully there'll be like a more put together schedule and we'll actually be ahead of recording so I don't have to worry about it. Or if we get to where it's going to be behind, I'll just record on my own. Either or. With that said, though, for Stephen Paul III, I'm GrindFan291, and this has been a production of the NRSL. We'll see you guys next time.
See you guys. Good luck to Randolph. And like I said, I better see all 68 cars taken or I'm coming to your house and taking your cookies.